Just went final in Orlando, and Furman's story was a wonderful one at the end of the week, but this was never close, or at least after the halfway point of the first half, at which point the Paladins did lead. But then San Diego State went on an 18-1 run to take control at halftime, built the lead shortly thereafter at over 20 points. They kept it there. This was a dominating win for San Diego State as they move on to the Sweet 16. And welcome inside the CBS Sports HQ studios. Paul Burmeister alongside Adam Finkelstein. We also have Tim Doyle with us. So a giant win for San Diego State. We just saw a 23-point win. What was the difference in your eyes? What allowed them to be so much better as that game got longer?
I think it was just strength and physicality. We saw them pound the ball into the paint. We saw them really dominate the glass, and they were so strong, so physically aggressive, and then their defense was exceptional. They not only kept Furman from cutting to the basket, they kept them off the three-point line. So really just the physical dominance on both ends of the floor was the story in this one. Tim
Doyle, come on in here. Let's get you started this way. Biggest difference you saw, or the biggest takeaway you'll have from this victory for San Diego State?
Yeah, the thing that San Diego State has is culture. They know who they are, identity-wise. You know what also they have? Experience. Guys that have been around the block. And the fact that Virginia, Paul, we all know this. I mean, Virginia gave the game away. Here's the ball. Whee! Start the half court. Like, Furman should have never even been in this game. But what San Diego State does is they watch tape as well as anybody in college basketball. I had San Diego State not once, but twice this year covering the Mountain West for CBS. And their shoot-arounds, they actually play harder than in the games. Their attention to detail defensively is outrageous. They held Furman to 32% from the field, 23% from three. That's just another day at the office. San Diego State was 6 of 20 from three. Offensively, my Aunt Louise has a glass eye. They can put a glass eye to sleep sometimes. Like, you're like, whoa, what are they doing in the half court? But they guard so well, and they know who they are. With the transfers, with the one-and-dones, a lot of teams don't know who they are. Aztecs know who they are, and it's all about defense.
I agree that the defense is strong. They also shot it better than 50% for a large part of this game, so it was a nice combo there, the defense and the offense leading to that 20-plus point win in Orlando today. So let's spin it forward now, guys. Let's think about what might be coming in the Sweet 16 and beyond. So we have seen this before, this being a Mountain West Conference team to reach the Sweet 16. Tell you what, though, what we haven't seen before, we've never seen a Mountain West team go beyond the Sweet 16 and survive into the Elite Eight. So now San Diego State will play the winner of Alabama, the top seed, and Maryland. Let's think about their chances beyond what's coming up or beyond what they just did here today in Orlando. What do you think?
Well, it depends if you're facing a full-strength Alabama team. Is Brandon Miller healthy? If he's healthy, that's a really tough matchup for San Diego State. But first, Alabama's got to get past Maryland. And again, we don't know the status of Brandon Miller's groin. Is he 100%? He didn't score in the first round. This is one of the best players in the country and really the focal point for Alabama's attack. So this region as a whole, with Arizona already out, is really wide open right now, especially if Brandon Miller is not himself.
San Diego State wins by 23, Tim. You consider now the Aztecs' chances, the Sweet 16 and beyond. Where does your mind go?
Yeah, if I'm a San Diego State fan, root for Maryland. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Root for Maryland. I, like so many others, have Alabama winning a national championship. And obviously, Brandon Miller is an amazing talent, but there's so much more than that. You know, Paul, they had almost 3 different guys have double-doubles in the SEC championship game. And that's not even talking about Javon Quinterly and Mark Sears, who are experienced, seasoned guards. Can San Diego State beat Maryland? Absolutely. Can they play Alabama close? I think they can. I just think Alabama has so much abundance of talent. San Diego State, all the rumors are they are headed to the Pac-12. So bye-bye to USC, bye-bye to UCLA, hello to San Diego State. They have been dominant in the Mountain West Conference. I think that would be a great addition for the Pac-12. But it's pretty simple for San Diego State fans. Fear the turtle. That's who you need to be rooting for.
Do you think if it was Alabama against San Diego State that it would be similar to what we saw today, just the other side?
Well, I think that if it's Alabama and they're at 100%, you're going to see a different level of athleticism, a different level of even skill, because Furman is a very skilled team, but the physicality of San Diego State didn't allow that skill to come through. They really had them on their heels offensively, so you didn't see the shot making that Furman can sometimes show. That wouldn't be the case against Alabama. Alabama is a team, Nate Oates is a coach that really believes in the metrics. He's very much three-point line or the rim. They really believe in that three-point shot. So they'd have to guard the arc again, but it's just going to be a different level of physicality that they will see kind of in that counter-punching role. They threw the first punch today, and they never got punched back.
Circle back here to you, Tim, to put a close on this. Did I hear you say that Alabama is your national championship pick?
They are my pick if healthy, right? So giant if. And by the way, let's not, forget about what they're dealing with. I don't even know if I could do it justice. Everything off the court. I'm just talking about on the court if healthy. This is the best team out there. But Brian Dutcher, we never saw his best team. This is not his best team. This is his deepest team, but his best team was Malachi Flynn. That was the team that was going to be a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament, but we never got a chance to see them because of COVID that year. The NCAA tournament was canceled. When I watch this team, Matt Bradley is really the only wow guy they have, but he has scored over 2,000 points. Today, 4 different players in double figures. Their leading scorer came off the bench in Parrish. They defend as well as anybody left in this tournament. So Gene Katie told me this, Paul and Adam. He was so true. He gave me a cash gift at my wedding. But he also told me it's not who you play, it's when you play them. And if you play Alabama without Miller, the spread would probably be like 6.5, 7.5. And that's going to be a one-possession type game. So San Diego State, the fact that they know who they are and they have the culture, they could beat anybody in this tournament.
Cash gift, 3 figures or 4 there at the wedding?
Nah, with inflation, it would have been 4, Paul. But now, back 10 years ago, I only got 3 figures.
Still nice. It still works very well. Furman, before we put them to bed here, your top takeaway from their season?
Well, what a run. Just a magical run. And this is the thing about the NCAA tournament. It's part of what makes it so magical is that everybody, unfortunately, ends with a bad ending except for the one team left standing. And this Furman team, this is the play we're going to remember. You're going to see this for years to come when they flash back. Pegues making the shot, knocking out Virginia, and the pure celebration. I would suspect in the locker room right now, this is the moment that they're talking about and remembering because you want to put a positive spin and remember the great things that you accomplished in this run. And Furman absolutely had the country on fire 48 hours ago. They've got a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, and if I'm Bob Ritchie, he's done such a remarkable job there at Furman. He's won almost 80% of his games. That's amazing. And now he's not even 40 years old left yet. Like in coaching, you got to capitalize on your opportunities. I know he's built something really solid there at Furman. Even he has said his work-life balance is so much better because early on in his career, it was all about the film. It was all about the prep. But coaching is very much like television. When you can go out there and get paid, you got to go out there and get paid. So I think that he's going to throw his name in the hat. Both of his players were seniors in Slauson and Bothwell. Like, you have to capitalize on it when you can. That was an amazing run by Furman. They had no business even being in that game as Kiki Clark threw the ball right to them. But if I'm Bob Ritchie, I think it's time for you to throw your hat out there and hopefully go out there and land a bigger job.
The first NCAA tournament appearance in over 40 years. Had a really memorable start and a tough finish against San Diego State, losing 75-52. Tim, Adam, thank you very much, guys. And looking ahead, a lot of basketball left. Be sure to download the March Madness live app to stream every game from your phone, tablet, computer, or your favorite streaming device.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.